I'm gonna find out.
Hey everyone, I hope everyone is doing well. Before I start this video, I do want to say that I'm going to be trying to edit this in a different way. So if you like the style of editing, let me know in the comments down below. I'm going to try to put the clips in a way that coincides with how I'm talking about them more in the video. So it'll be a little more difficult to edit, and hopefully it will make for a better video. I'm sorry I'm looking down. I'm trying to read Richard Schabels. I'm sorry if I can't say your name, Richard. I just know it's German and I'm probably saying it wrong because my Deutsch is not very good at all. But you just asked in the video I posted yesterday if I do extra mobility work for my shoulders. And generally, I do stretch every day. So there is that mobility work that I do. And I really try to work on stretching my chest and my shoulders back. And kind of like opening up, kind of like if you're doing a snow angel like that, but obviously like, you know, trying to stretch it back on bars or a wall or something. If you're really curious, I can show a video of stuff I do before I even touch the bar, and then kind of how I warm up generally for lifting. I don't do anything crazy in depth because thankfully my mobility is fine. It's more or less getting my hip to feel good. My shoulders and stuff generally don't give me any issues, and even my like muscle under my armpit, like not really my back lat, but kind of like my whatever inserts into my triceps, that was strained somewhat today from throwing, because I'm stupid and try to throw as hard as I can a couple times before every game because I like doing that sometimes. I haven't lost the baseball bug entirely. But as far as like getting into like a snatch position with my shoulders aren't really too much of the issue. It's just trying to keep my torso upright, getting my legs to feel good, and any of that, and just generally getting my shoulders stronger. So any extra work, I would say it's just kind of like stretching it more back and to kind of open my shoulders up in that backwards motion. If you think like a snatch, kind of like stretching it back. And I'll do stuff with a bar just to kind of go through the motions and kind of warm up my joints with it. I'm not one to do like a big dynamic stretch. I do a couple leg swings sometimes, and we'll just do reps with the bar and just get warm that way, and just do a lot of different variations that I know with it. One, to work on the mechanics of the motion, but also just I like training specifically. I spent years doing all those dynamic stretches for baseball when I was on various teams, and I just hated doing them, and I just don't with them. And it's not really to any detriment because I still take the same time to warm up and to get the same feeling. I just don't do all this high kicks and skips and extra whatever side to side lunges and all of that sort of shenanigans. I think it's just a waste of time when you can just, you know, warm up more specifically and just do extra stuff as you need it. But that's a story for another day. Now moving on to my workout that I did today. I had 5 sets of 3 of hang snatches, which I really wanted to push the weight with because I'm better at hang snatches than the regular snatches, and I was able to hit 2 different PRs with it. I was able to do my previous best ever for snatch or hang snatch is 170, and I was able to do 175 for 3 reps, and then I went up above that to do 185, and I failed it 3 times, and then I was able to successfully do it once. It was an ugly rep. I mean, my snatch is just kind of ugly in general. But it's definitely improving from where it was. Obviously, if I'm able to do 15 more pounds, it's gotten better. Whether it's strength or mechanics or a little bit of both, probably a little bit of both. I would like to say it's mechanics, but there's still a lot of room to improve, which is good, because then that means there's just more weight that's already there that I just need to unleash by improving my mechanics. So there's definitely lots of room to improve with that. But very happy. I mean, 15-pound PR, if I could hit that all the time for all my lifts, I'd be freaking strongest person in the world. But after that, I had some clean and jerks, and it was 135, 155, 185, and 205. From the 135 to 185, it was a 2+2 for 2 sets, which I made that 2 cleans and then 2 jerks, and I did that up to through the 185 for 2 sets. And then for the 205, the top set, it was 2 cleans and 1 jerk for 1 set, and those all went well. They're all power cleans because I'm just trying to keep working on that extension and be explosive as I possibly can, because I'm not as explosive as I'd like to be within the lifts. After that, I had some clean pulls and hang pulls, and it was like 2 sets of 3 at 185, and then 4 sets of 3 at 205 to like 225 with those. So the 185, what I interpret that as, was just making it to be 3 reps of the clean pulls and the 3 reps of the hang pulls, and then did that for 2 sets with the 185. Then I went up to 205 for 2 sets and did the 6 reps, the 3 clean pulls, the 3 hang pulls, and then I went up to 225, did the same thing for 2 sets with those. Those all went well. Obviously still need to work on the mechanics of them, but as far as the muscular stamina, those were all fine. Challenging, but I was more mentally prepared for them because I knew they do take a little bit out of you. After that, I moved on to block pulls. The next week, I'll talk about what I plan to do next week. I won't be doing block pulls, I'll be doing a different variation, but I wanted to go really heavy today. I went up to 585 and was motivated by friends in the gym to do 3 reps instead of the one I was planning on doing. And I justified that by, one, they're encouraging me, so the bro side of me came out a little bit, but also I was planning to do a drop set after that, so I took out the drop set and just did the 3 reps, and it was just kind of an in the moment thing, but I feel really good now, so it's just good. I might be sore tomorrow, but I'd probably be sore tomorrow anyway. After I did block pulls, I did some light back extensions, the same with 25 pounds. I may bump that up next week to 35 if I feel like it. If not, I'm not particularly worried about it. I definitely like doing them a lot. I think they are helpful to do to kind of just work on that area without killing myself with them. It was 3 sets of 8 with those, and then I did a little bit of ab work, and that was really about it. I didn't add any, I should say I didn't add any extra accessories, but the block pulls weren't part of the program, so I didn't do anything outside of the block pulls as far as arms or bench or anything. Tomorrow I have another workout, so it'll be my 6th day of training this week, and I most likely won't add anything to it. I think the only thing I've added to it is rows, and so I'm kind of getting an idea of how I want to structure my weeks as far as the training. I'll talk about more of that in the weekly update video, but hopefully you all like the structure of this video, how I have it edited throughout. Hopefully it's more logical to the things that I'm saying, and hopefully it flows a little bit better. I won't be putting a second part on this video, and probably the next one, because I have a lot of stuff happening this weekend and I want to focus on editing it in the way that I just mentioned and getting that all figured out. But hopefully tomorrow, team has a game. I also have an inspection for the house that I'm trying to buy tomorrow, so hopefully that inspection goes well. In the next video I'll try to mention something about it, and hopefully it's good news with that, because good news is always better than bad news, and then just really moving forward from there. But training's feeling good, body's feeling good, hip and everything is holding up well, which is just motivating in general. And then go home, eat some food, and get on to bed, because I am quite tired and quite sweaty, so I definitely need to take a shower. But I'll talk to you all later. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Peace.
I'm gonna find a new love. I'm gonna find out.